Good morning, friends. Today I am going to discuss on how 10 minutes on LinkedIn per day can boost your business. Right? So, let's discuss the fundamentals. Okay? Now, we will first try to understand the basics. What are first things first? Your LinkedIn profile and summary, they are crucial to attracting new business to LinkedIn. Okay, there are basically two things people actually see on your profile, and a well written summary connection or not. Okay, so this is first thing, guys. Your well written summary actually matters a lot, right? So it has to be written very efficiently. Okay, and second thing is your profile photo should be high resolution headshot. Okay, well lit with professional attire. So this is the second one. Okay, and third thing is you have to stay away from action shots, full length photos, selfies, or photos that don't fit well in the LinkedIn 400 by 400 dimensions. Okay, so guys, I suggest that you need to stay away from action shot, right? Okay, so your professional photograph has to be very nice. Okay, then you have to study your competitors headshots and actually have someone at home take a photo on their phone, right? Okay, so this is one thing you need to take care. So I suggest that you have to give one professional tip. Okay, iPhone portrait settings is actually excellent for this purpose, right? So let's understand the view profile. I click here. Okay, so I have clicked on this particular profile. Okay, so let's discuss the pointers in practical. Okay, the LinkedIn profile and summary. Okay, so see, what you can see in the about section. I will help you to generate new business by growing your customer base, which is very important to your business success with my digital marketing skills. I am a result-oriented digital marketing specialist with detailed experience in lead generation, brand building, as well as sales conversion campaign, working for various clients all across the globe. So guys, what I have done is I have written a well-written summary about the digital marketing service. So similarly, you can also do that for your own business as well. Okay, so your well-written summary will actually grab the attention of your target customer, right? So this is something you need to keep in mind. So you can also add the CTA as well. Okay, right? So that's very important. Okay, second thing is your profile photo should be high resolution headshot. Okay, so this is the profile photo, high resolution headshot. So basically we have created this particular image in Canva here. So I hope you can follow this example as well. So we action shot, right? Okay, so which doesn't fit with the 400 by 400 dimensions, right? So this is something you'll keep in mind, right? So what I'll do is I'll go investors plus LinkedIn profile plus USA. Okay, so basically what we are doing is we are doing a quick comparator research analysis. So we'll try to correct the typos here. Okay, so okay, let's see, institutional investors. Okay, so let's say I open this LinkedIn profile, Jerry, Associate Director, Institutional Investor. Okay friends, so we will do a quick comparator research analysis of this particular profile. Okay, you can see he's having a very professional photograph, looks very decent. Okay, so this is one thing friends. Then you have to see how he has created the cover image as well, right? See then what he has written in his tagline, Associate Director at you can check the experience section which talks about your job description as well. So this has to be well written here. Okay, then you can also check the activity section. So guys, so this is how you have to do a quick comparator research analysis, okay, when it comes to creating LinkedIn profile. So ideally you should decide in which domain you are, okay, so what type of service you are offering. Okay, based on a niche or a business, then definitely you have to do a thorough comparator research analysis. All right, I hope this makes sense, right? Okay, so let's go to slide number 3. Your background photo can actually tell a lot to the potential client. Okay, so that really matters a lot. The background banner photo sits behind your profile photo and it adds another layer to the story of who you are and what you can actually offer. Okay, so this is something very important, right? So another way to use it is to showcase what you are passionate about outside of your work. So what you can do is like you can use an appropriate with clients through mutual interest. So this is what you can do. So there is a website called as canva.com. They have stuck there. Okay, so let's understand the fundamentals. So I'll go to google.com. I'll type as institutional investors plus mutual profile. I'll say as California. Okay, so I'll scroll down here. Okay, so what you can see here, basically it said that your background photo can actually tell a lot to your potential client. So this is the background photo and you have a professional photograph as well, right? Okay, so this is something you need to keep in mind. Okay, so basically you need to have a professional action shot and connect with your clients through mutual interest. Okay, so this is professional action shot here. So basically, you know, this is if we have clients who are into asset management, or you know, we actually do institutional funding as well, right? So if you are looking for institutional investors in the United States, okay, if this is your target audience, so in that case you have to follow the process in such a way that you can connect to your target audience with mutual interest, right? So ideally guys, when it comes to mutual interest, I suggest that The first thing you always have to keep in mind is you always have to offer thorough value to your target audience, right? That's very important. Right? The more value you offer in the form of amazing information, that's how you build rapport with your target customers, right? So this is the step one to build up the valuable relationship with your target audience. Okay, in other words, they are your target customers. So first is offer thorough value. Okay, so you need to know the pain points of your target customers. Based on the pain points of your target customers, you have to offer them thorough value. Okay, which can solve their problems. Okay. Now we are on slide number 4. So we will discuss on summing it up. Summaries are where the action actually happens, right? So client want to know what you can actually bring to the table, what makes you tick, and even what you are passionate about outside of your business, right friends? So summaries is really very important. Okay, then you have to write as if you are telling a story about who you are, what success you had in the past, and how you can help potential new clients. So this is very important friends, so you have to keep this in mind. Okay, next is you have to stay away from jargon and business lingo, and instead you have to write how you speak. Okay, this is important. Either you can ask a colleague of yours to read your draft before you do the actual posting on the LinkedIn platform, and you can offer feedback as well. Okay, so real, authentic and relatable feedback, this is very important, and friends, you need to imbibe those qualities. If at all, you have to follow the implementation process. Okay friends, so let's go to the LinkedIn profile here. So I want to see the summary here. Okay, so for example, I'm on the profile of Terry. Okay, entrepreneur, sales or relationship professional with 20 years of success, marketing, equity and fixed income solutions to institutional investors, consultants and gatekeepers or analysts in a consultative style. You can develop ability, okay, and execute a sales plan. You can manage budgets and staff, present the investment story at a level equivalent to a product specialist or CPM, and build personal relationship that generate meaningful asset. Okay, this is one thing. Second, is written exceptional expertise working with DB or DC plan sponsors, consultants, DCI or record keeping platforms, gatekeepers, analyst team and sub-advisory relationship. So this is, you have written the summary, okay, in the about section. So your clients will actually get to know about you via your summary friends. Okay, so your summary has to be very nicely written. Okay, now what is more important is keywords are the key. Don't forget that all important keywords that LinkedIn will use, it will match with your potential connections. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to find 5 to 10 keywords that resonate with your industry through a quick Google search or cherry picking through related job description. Okay, so then you have to sprinkle those keywords in your summary. So let's do a quick practicals. do. So what I'll do is I'll open a new incognito tab. References. Okay, so I scroll down here. I click on show more. United States. Click on save. Okay, so that's what we'll try to do. So we are in Google United States. Okay, so I click on institutional investors. Okay, so I enter institutional investors, then enter. So basically what you can see is in people also are section, these are question based keywords like what are the 3 type of investors, 4 type of investors, how do institutional investor work, why are institutional investors important, right? So basically what you can see here is these are question based long tail keywords here, right? Okay, so basically in Google search at the bottom what you can see, related searches. Okay, so you can find keywords here, for example institutional investor list, institutional investor magazine, non-institutional investors, examples of institutional investors, institutional investor via, you can say Google, or you can say institutional investors versus retail investors, types of institutional investors, then institutional investor Quizlet, largest institutional investors. So these are the keyword list you will actually have, right? So what I'll do is I'll copy these keywords here. Okay, so I'll copy here. Okay, I'll open Notepad here. So Control X. Okay, so you got this keyword list, right? Okay, so basically what you have to do is, so I'll go back here. I'll type as institutional investor list. Okay, plus I'll say USA in United States. Okay, so we'll do this. From this platform, right? Okay, so who are the largest institutional investors here, right? So I click here. So I'm just giving examples so you can search institutional investors in 2021 as well. So I'll just give example here. Okay, for example BlackRock. Okay friends, so I'll search this particular company on LinkedIn, right? So I'll click here. Okay, so see, BlackRock are into financial services. Okay, they are into New York and they have 999K followers, right? So if, let's say if I follow them, okay, so I'll click on view page over here. Okay, So what you can do is, ideally, you can click on the people section here. Okay. Click on people section here. So ideally, what you can see here is 21,949 employees are working in this organization. Right. So click on show more. I want to see only in United States. So let's do that. So now we'll filter. I want to see only in New York. Click on show more. So that's how you'll get complete details here, right? So I want to search employees by title, keyword or school. So I'll say COO, okay? Chief Operating Officer. So I'll enter as CFO as well. I'll say CEO. Okay, then I'll say as CFO. Okay, so this is how you can get the details about the connects here, right? So this is very important here, guys. Okay, so see, for example, you can see you are getting a list here, right? So Deputy CEO, US Wealth Business Director, Retirement Group at BlackRock. Okay, so you're getting this list here, right? So scroll down, see. Vice President Americas iShares, CEO team at BlackRock, Deputy CEO Aladdin Business, okay, then Director Aladdin Client and Sales Solutions, co-head of US Sales. So this is something you get, okay. So guys, I hope you are getting it right. These are the people who are working at BlackRock, Managing Director, COO. So guys, you can target this person. And you, COO for Business Operations and Technology at BlackRock, right? So I hope this is clear. Yeah. So make sense? Yeah. What you have to do is you have to consider adding a call to action to the end of your summary, right? For example, phrases like I specialize in working with, or call me if you are interested in, okay, help clarify exactly what you do and who you can help, okay. So let's do some practicals here. So I'll take you to my LinkedIn profile here. I click on view profile. Okay. So in the about section, you can see here 100% guaranteed results. Call now. So I've added the CTA here, right? So this is all you can do. So I'll also take you to some other LinkedIn profiles here. Institutional investors plus LinkedIn profile plus, let's say, as Chicago, so Los Angeles. So I click on John Barker LinkedIn profile. Okay. So I'll go through his about section here. So basically you are supposed to integrate your call to action here in the about section. Okay. So that's something very important. Okay. I hope this makes sense. Yeah. So let's go to slide number 7. Now we will discuss about LinkedIn challenge. Okay. So newsfeed will discuss what is the first minute. The LinkedIn newsfeed is in the middle portion of the page. So this is where everyone in your network posts are visible. Okay. So friends, what you have to do is you have to sort your post by recent activity, and you can look for career milestones and awards or something which is featured in an article. Okay. So in that case, what you have to do is when you are starting a LinkedIn activity, within the first minute, you have to comment and like and reach out via direct message to say congratulations. Right friends? So this is something you have to do. Okay. So let's say I will show you some examples here. Okay, so I click on notification here. So let's go down. See, for example, congratulate Stephen Jacob for being promoted as marketing director at this company. Congratulate Joy Zaha. So you have to send these kind of messages, okay, via messaging section. Okay. So let's go to slide number 8. Okay. So now in next 2 to 3 minutes, what you have to do is you have to go to my network and see everyone who has sent you a link to connect. Okay. Then who meets your ideal client criteria. This is something very important, friends. Is there someone that you haven't connected with in a long time who might now be an ideal client? Okay. So friends, you should only add your ideal client as your targeted connection on the LinkedIn platform. That's how you'll get business. That's how you'll get leads and sales. Okay. So I'll share one professional tip with you guys on the LinkedIn platform. Don't accept everyone who requests a connection. Okay. So please do not keep it generic. You have to keep it focused so that you do not clutter your feed. Okay. So let's do some examples here. So I open my LinkedIn. Then you click on my network. Okay. So see, I'll show you my connections here. Okay. So ideally, who are my connections? Okay. So these are all my ideal client. Okay. They are my targeted prospects who can be here. Okay. So basically you will find a lot of influencers and prospects and ideal clients who are our LinkedIn connects. So what is the benefit of adding ideal clients as your LinkedIn connect is basically anytime your ideal client becomes your connect on the LinkedIn platform, right friends? So in that case, when you publish any update, so that would help your ideal client to see your update in the LinkedIn newsfeed. So this is a benefit, and that's how you'll start building a rapport with your ideal client via LinkedIn newsfeed. Okay, so that's why we should only add your ideal clients as your LinkedIn connects, who could be your future customers. Okay, make sense? Let's go to slide number 9. Okay. Now in next 2 to 3 minutes, what you have to do is you have to go to the toolbar and look for the bell icon. Okay. So this is a quick list of birthdays, new job, likes and comments, and great ways to find reasons to reach out and re-engage with potential clients. Okay. So ideally this is a part of a social media engagement. You have to share birthday messages or congratulation messages for their appraisals or for their promotions, and This is how you re-engage with your prospect or your client or your connect on the LinkedIn platform. Okay, so this is something very important here. Okay, one more tip I would like to share. If you are actually short on time, you can skip ahead to this step. Okay, as this is the biggest bang for your buck. But engagement really matters a lot, friends. Ideally, when you are on the LinkedIn platform, it's important that you have to build a relationship with your target prospects. Okay, it's important that you build up know, like, and trust factor. If people know you, if people like you and they trust you, then only they will buy from you, right? So you need to have a loving relationship with your target prospects oblique ideal clients. Okay, once you have loving relationship with your target prospects, definitely they are going to give business to you. Okay, I hope this helps. Yeah, so I'll show you how this is done. So click on home tab. What you can do is you can click on the notifications icon here. This is bell icon, right? So once you click on this bell icon, definitely you will get a notification. Like for example, if anyone has a birthday here, it will send you. If anyone is promoted here, it will send you a message here. So what you can do is you can re-engage with your connects by like, comment, shares, or giving a congratulations or birthday message here. Okay, so this is something very important, friends. I hope this makes sense, right? So let's go to slide number 10. Okay, so now we will discuss about meeting prep, okay, which is in next 5 minutes, right? So you have to look at your calendar for the next few weeks. Okay, so what meetings or calls do you have coming up? Okay, then you have to pull up the names of everyone you are meeting with, and if you are not connected yet, do so. Okay, so this is important. Then you have to look at their work experience and connections. Is there anyone in their network you like to connect with? Okay, then you have to make a note to ask for an introduction during your next meeting. Okay, so initially when you begin, you have to look at your calendar. Okay, so what is your schedule for next few weeks, then what meetings or calls you are actually going to come up. So this is something you need to keep in mind. Okay, then you have to extract the names of everyone you want to meet with. Ideally, so let's say for example you're going to do meeting with institutional investors, so you have to make a list. You have to brainstorm the list of your target prospects, right? Okay, then you have to look at their work experience and connections. Okay, is there anyone in their network you like to connect with? Okay, you have to make a note to ask for an interaction during your next meeting. So how this is done, I'll show you. So let's say I go to Google here. Okay, so first thing is I'll share the syntax with you. Institutional investors validated profile was Los Angeles. Click on Karen Williams profile, founder. Okay, so once you're connected with this particular person, right, Karen, okay, on the right hand side what you can see is you can also see their network. Okay, see here what you can see here is people you may know. Okay, so you can see their network, right? So this is something I'll show you. I'll give you one more example here. I'll click on LinkedIn. Okay, so just hold on for a minute as such. Alright friends, so what I'll do is I'll click on my network over here. I'll click on connections. Okay, I'll say I want to come up on the file of Leod Swatch. Okay, see. What you can see here in people you may know section, these are their connects. Magic, Ronald. So I'll say click on connect. Okay, so then I'll say as we Camel Ramos, I click on connect. I say Liam Lucas, click on connect. Okay, so this is how you get connected to your connections. So we are on slide number 11. Then you can log into LinkedIn and review or set up your profile, and you can add only your current clients to your LinkedIn network. Okay, so basically I'll show you how this is done. I am on the LinkedIn page. I click on my view profile here. Okay, so I am a digital marketing specialist. I provide services to real estate niche as such. So I'll say as real estate CEO. Okay, I'll say California. Okay, so for example, I want to connect with Jalil. Okay, I'll open her profile. She could be my ideal client here. Right, first what I'll do is I'll follow. Okay, so that she gets a notification here. Then I click on the more tab. I click on connect. I say connect, send. Okay, then in the activity section, so you can engage on the post of your target customers here. Okay, so I click on any of this page. Okay, I click on the activity section here. Right, so for example, she's written a post as I'm looking for a sales or BD person who has worked in marketing agencies and has a marketing mind as well. I know they exist. Where do I find this person? Thank you and happy Monday. Okay. So first what you have to do is you have to read what other people have written. Okay, so check the comments of other people. Okay, sharing from a network. Okay, so what you can do is first you click on the like tab. Okay, and I'll say I will definitely help you to fulfill your requirement. Right, okay, so looks good. So you need to write the thoughtful comment over here. Okay, so once you do this, definitely your target prospect or your ideal client will get the notification here. Right, so let's get connected. I'll say let's get connected. Thanks. So let's do this. Click on post. Okay, so this is how you have to follow the process when you are doing LinkedIn marketing, right? So you have to add current clients to your LinkedIn network. So friends, if ever you need any kind of help, you can reach me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is +91 98502 76340, or you can reach me on Skype. My Skype ID is madhur.bajaj and my email is svmadhur@gmail.com. If at all you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. I would be happy to help you. Alright, thank you.